and I have been working on this creator set just for a few days now, or a few days of live streams, and had a bit of a challenge yesterday with the feed just getting cut. So this is where I'm at right now. Got the most of the footprint built up. I did build some of this up, obviously, not doing the live stream, but it's looking really good. Lots of small pieces. So this is definitely more involved than the jazz club. So I guess you can kind of notice the evolution of these sets and a lot more detail on these creator sets. Maybe that was the actual plan of these different themes, since this is creator, jazz club was icons or is icons. So the creator set 4,000 pieces here, and just a lot of detail, a lot of small pieces, especially in that florist shop there. And it's not the most smooth type of build to do on a live stream, because you're just constantly looking for all these little elements, little one studded pieces and such. And so what I've probably should have done actually is organize. Someone had asked actually when I started the assembly square. So thanks for joining, by the way. Thanks for joining the live stream. So I'm working on this set, the creator set assembly square, set 10255, 4,002 pieces. And so as I'm building this set, or started building this set, someone asked me, do I have any advice on organizing, your Lego pieces or whatever? And I said, nah, I just pour them all out. I mean, you could organize it by color and everything, whatever's helpful. And now I'm finding out I need to take my own advice, because there are just so many small pieces. Like you can tell that, like the Tetris, this is the Tetris build right now with all those one by one pattern tiles, and then the florist shop and all the accessories that go in there. It's very involved. And how I said, I'm gonna keep building these modulars. And then I found out, you know what? This is a good set. There's nothing wrong with this set. It's just heavily involved and lots of small pieces. It's almost like once you open all the bags, here's some more. This is all still bag two. Once you get involved, it's almost like when you've opened all the bags, like you just took a set apart after building it for the first time, and now you want to rebuild it, and all the pieces are disorganized. That's what it feels like, even though I haven't built this setup for the first time yet. So anyway, long intro there. Let's say hi to everyone. Giraffe, welcome. B Bandits, good to see you. Saw you on Brick Together, very cool. Britain Bricks, B Bandits here, my number one mod. So I'm gonna get organized here and build up some stuff. I've got, actually, before I do that, let me see where I left off, because it's starting to look good. I really do like all the design elements here. I gotta figure out how to use my table space here. It's good to get organized still. Yeah, so just trying to get organized here, and say hi to you guys as well. So happy Wednesday. Welcome to a Wednesday live stream. And hopefully, I can get bag two finished. We'll see. It's a later evening, but I appreciate you guys for being here. I know everyone's in a different time zone, so it's just good to see you guys here. Giraffe says, I wish I got that modular when it wasn't retired. Yes, Giraffe, this is a great build. You can definitely tell like I tried to say earlier, with the multi bags for one number, like number two, bag two has like 4 or 5 bags, and there's just so many of these little pieces. You are, I think, doing probably double the detail, if possible, if that's possible, than the Jazz Club. And then maybe it's just comparing this creator series to what now is the icon series with these modulars. It could be just that the designers have streamlined everything more. So when I built the Jazz Club, like each number bag was seemed very fast and efficient, and maybe it's just Lego and overall over the years you can tell the changes. But this build is definitely more involved, more time consuming in a way, just because you're organizing everything. But let me see if I can hold this up. There's just I feel like also there's a lot more cool small features and elements here, like oh, I didn't break this set, don't worry. I was gonna show you this. Oh, that's right, the seam between this is not so stable, but I think it just came off cleanly. One flower petal fell off. But I was gonna show this, the door stop here, or not the door stop, the oven. This oven door here is so cool. So you have like a metal plate oven. It's almost like a cast iron door to resemble that. And then a Technic pin you push out, and out come, you know, like a fresh back, a fresh rack of baked goods. So this slides out of the oven. And I mean, I don't know how you'll see this once everything's built up around it, like the walls, but that is just fun details like that. As the floor falls. Whoa, floor's off. You can tell this creator set is more involved. I'm having a little bit of chaos here. Don't worry, nothing's gonna break. Okay, so let me put that back on and just talk more about this set. Just a cool build, like I said. Just a fun build overall. And bag 2, like all the others, is heavily involved in smaller pieces. I don't know how else to say. Just heavily involved in smaller pieces. So let's see here. Gotta make sure fit everything in here again correctly. Do it that way. There we go. So it's not very well connected yet along the two green plated parts. So that part is, as you can see, when it came apart right there, thankfully nothing major happened. Actually, I'm going to take this part off or lift it up so I can fit this together. But anyway, let me read some comments here. It looks good though. B Bandit says, my Lego.com is being annoying, so I can't log in. Even though my password is the same, I don't want to reset my password. Oh, are you serious, B Bandits? What in the world is going on here? Giraffe, oh yeah, I wish I would have gotten this creator set. I'm glad I did. So Giraffe, maybe you're holding off on it allowed me to get this set, because when they did retire it, they dropped the price on this set $100. And Assembly Square, I think at the time, seemed like a pretty expensive set. I think it was like around the $300 range. But then as it retired, what did they drop it down to? Like 200, I guess, or maybe even a little bit less than that. I could be wrong on the exact number, but yeah, I want to say it dropped down to $100 discount for sure. So I couldn't pass it up. I wasn't even thinking of getting the set at the time, and then when I saw that, I'm like, this is one of those modular sets that I have to take advantage of getting. Here's the florist checkout stand or counter, you know, $100 bill for some nice flowers. That's probably actually pretty accurate. So very cool. And then you got these ice cream cone things that are like little mini bouquets of flowers. So like I said, a lot of extra detail in here that it just takes a while to find all the small pieces and get them installed. And so that's what's happening. And so yeah, I just got to get everything like sorted here. All right. So there we go. Now to continue to find pieces and find the pieces and get them built up. I don't think this is bag 2. There's no way I'm gonna finish this on the live stream, but I'll just do what I can. So little Lego, sorry, I saw you say hi earlier. Very cool to see you here, little Lego. I'm gonna be right back. Very cool. Giraffe, thanks for joining in. I might have missed you on that, but thanks for being here. And just thanks guys for the 5 likes. Watching me try to get organized and almost drop the entire set and like Would that be crazy? I'd have to start over. But that would be in honor of you guys if I had to rebuild this. Because that live stream yesterday, I don't know what happened, but man, it just cut out on us. And that part's not cool. So I don't want that to happen again. All right, let me see. Let me see if I misplaced anything. So when there's always like a part I'm not sure. Oh, okay, we got that there. Now everything's in the correct spot. Okay, this window came out and now everything is the way it was. But yeah, just the start of the flower shop, the bakery, I guess, which might be, I saw it here earlier, might involve this as being kind of the advertisement outside the front door. But this creator set 10255 that I'm building, this might actually convince me to say, yeah, these modulars are great, and then take a break, because I said I was going to keep building these darn things because the jazz club was so fun. But this is very tedious, and I want to get to some of the Christmas sets, and I believe I might run out of time if I try to do another modular after this one. But let's see, I installed all the doors and windows. Lost my place for a second, but I think now I'm back on track. Again, building some more small things. Looks like I'm building a table for plants that go outside the flower shop, and then just some accessories. A lot of accessories, that's it. A lot of accessories to this set. Britton Bricks. Hello, little Lego for Britton Bricks. Good to see all you guys. B Bandit says, real flowers won't be $100. Now Lego flowers, they are expensive. I could see $100 Lego flowers. Yeah, it depends on, what you're getting into, B Bandits. If you're getting a nice bouquet of roses, you might be able to get a half dozen for under 100. But yeah, I was just laughing at the fact that the $100 bill is on top of the cash register. Maybe that was the change. Maybe that person was really, they were spending big time on the Lego flowers here. Of course, I don't know if the floral line of Lego had come out yet when this set was out, but of course now you can literally buy Lego flowers. So I've only gotten one of those sets, which was kind of fun to get my wife and give those to her as like at least one bouquet of flowers in a vase. It's in a vase, and it never obviously it never wilts, never goes bad. So it's kind of fun. We just have one set of Lego flowers. It looks cool, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I'd buy any more from that line. But it seems like they're pretty popular because the Lego flower designs are going strong. See new releases for that line all the time. B Bandit says, I'm going to turn on Christmas music. Awesome, B Bandits, getting into the spirit of the season. Love it. See, this is the hard part with this set. I got all these pieces I got to find, and they're all spread out, and it should be easy, but it's not. I just need one simple 1x4 piece, but there's only one of these in this collection of bag 2. So now more flower stuff. That's the one thing. This is probably one of those sets like you guys, you probably wouldn't mind building, listening to a live stream versus doing a live stream and trying to build up at least this part. B Bandits, Brick Therapy, did you see what I said right above the flower message? Oh, let me see. What did you say right above the flower message about the $100? Brick Therapy 2-3, I'll be packing and putting away my clothes while I watch and moderate. Very cool, exactly, right? Very cool. That's what we're talking about. This is what we need to do, man. Whoops. This is what we need to do. Use the live stream and be part of the live stream as best you can. Very cool. And moderate. I really appreciate that. Thanks. Thanks, B Bandits. Thank you. All right. So make sure I caught up with the conversation. Looks like B Bandits, you have been able to cover the Lego building community with Brick Together, and now jumping over to mine, and then maybe somebody in between. I'm not sure when their live stream finished, but it was good to see them and hear about what they're up to. And then, man, that Goonie ship looks awesome. I don't know, but it looked like they were pretty close to finishing. At least the side that looks like the pirate ship, that angle looked really cool. So I don't know. Did you guys think about getting that set? Of course, that is definitely on the high end price of things. And Britain Bricks, I think I saw you on that live stream as well, if you're still connected on with us here. But yeah, that Goonies ship looked really cool. That'd be a fun build. I won't deny it. And then, of course, now what's coming out is that Star Trek. The Star Trek set at the end of this month, I guess, if that sounds right. So many sets, and the talk for that set is that the Star Trek set coming with a gift with purchase might induce a lot of FOMO and panic buying, because it's gonna be, there we go. Here's the first completed part of bag 2 for this live stream tonight. Bag 2 already taking over at least 3 live streams. So hopefully the connection, let's just pray my connection stays going tonight. Wasn't fun talking with you guys and then seeing the internet cut out yesterday. Or wasn't even the internet, I don't know, it was YouTube. Everything else worked, so. But yeah, I moderate for 25 channels, so I'm always modding, hopping to and fro. Very fun, B-Bandits. But lost my train of thought. But I think for this live stream, I'm gonna have to count each bag as like 3 live streams or something like that. Just because there's so many. There's only 6 numbered bags for this set, and I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, somewhere around 20 or 30, because a 4,000 piece set seems like that would be the case. But no, the numbered bags are, like, for example, here after bag 2, this is bag 3. So this is all bag 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, 5 bags on the outside for bag 3, and then probably in that bigger bag there's probably even some smaller bags for more pieces. So anyway, this is definitely not, at least for me and my building speed, definitely not 1 bag per live stream speed or pace. Definitely not a 1 bag live stream at my pace. Hey, this is very cool. So the flower shop has, I like the glass doors too, by the way. Glass doors and a flower as a handle. How fun. Again, so many little creative elements there. And you've got the flower shop owner already built up and installed on the inside of the shop there. I'd hold this up, but I feel like the whole thing will fall apart on me. So hopefully you guys can zoom in and see that if you're curious. So got the base of a fountain built up, got the floor plan for another shop over here, got the beginnings of the bakery, and it looks like there's a pass through into the flower shop. So now, more little elements. Okay, so I need some more single pieces here. And it looks like I'm kind of building the roof line here of the flower shop now. Next, with a bunch of 1 stud white pieces, and I forget, maybe you guys are pros. What are these pieces called here? Are these the snot pieces? Like, it's got the, the forward facing piece or stud on the middle facing horizontally, and then of course the top stud on the top. I mean, of course, these have been around for a long time. These are definitely old school Lego, but very, very useful piece. Very useful piece at that. The floor plan set is really looking interesting. The Christmas music makes the cold weather feel nostalgic. I like the atmosphere you're creating there, B-Band. It's very cool. I love it. So, and sounds like as a mod, you're doing it out of the generosity of your time and everything. But it sounds like you've been able to perhaps get entered in a couple cool drawings. So that's fun too, B Bandits. So thanks for being in here, and maybe you'll win that giveaway and add more to your Christmas setting that you're talking about. This is probably the only modular I've ever wanted, says Britain Bricks. Those pieces are called lantern bricks, mate. They are indeed old elements. Lantern bricks. Ah, very cool. Okay. So, whoops, I covered that one up. But yeah, I remember these. I don't know if I first saw them if you ever have Classic Space, but I want to say these have been around at least since the Castle series, the early Castle series. But yes, very cool. 79G, psh, welcome. Very cool. It's been around since the early 70s, Britain Brick says. There it goes. Then it's for sure been around since Classic Space. And my favorite part of Classic Space, other than, of course, the complete build and look to it, were the smooth plate pieces, kind of like what's all covering the base here of the assembly square. These smooth flat pieces. I had Lego when it was very simplified. Even the minifigures weren't fully developed. Like, they were the same height as these minifigures, but there was no face, there were no movable arms or legs. It was just kind of like a brick build. And I realized with this creator set, I guess this creator set had been out for a while, this modular, because it's got all the old school Lego face, right? There's just the yellow with the kind of smiley face look to it, but no expressions or anything like that. Not like, these guys this is from the Jazz Club, this guy here. So obviously the evolution of minifigs in terms of how creative they can be with the facial expressions and design and hair pieces and color and all that. But yeah, Britain Bricks, this is the only one you wanted, huh? The Assembly Square in terms of modulars. Very, very much a commitment in, your Lego collecting if you do end up getting a modular set, for sure. They're definitely on the more expensive side of Lego sets. Not that there's a cheaper side of Lego sets anymore. But getting back into Lego, when you get back into Lego from childhood to adulthood, and having kids definitely inspired that for me. My kids were building Lego once I helped them start building their own Lego sets, like not just kind of like passively handing them pieces, but actually helping them read through instructions and everything. I was resold and re-hooked and committed to Lego. And so these modulars just seem like the best type of building experience to get into Lego as a grown-up, as an adult fan of Lego. And yeah, then I learned that term, that acronym, the AFOL, and just thought, this is pretty cool. This hobby can get so involved with these builds. These builds are amazing. So, if all that to say, and I know I've said this a couple times, if you are getting back into Lego as an adult, take a look at these modular sets. The Lego releases one each year, a new design or a new theme. So it's been several. One's been a Jazz Club, one's been, of course, Assembly Square, one's been something called Tudor Corner, that's the newest one. Just a lot of cool architecture elements. So just a lot of good stuff. Yes, you're right, 79. The video is mirrored, so yeah, you're seeing the words backwards. I don't know if I can switch the orientation. Can I do that? Can I switch the orientation on a regular live stream? I have something that says rotate, but I think that's just between vertical and horizontal. But if I'm wrong, let me know. So yes, the video is mirrored. Let's see. Yes, mate, it's mirrored. Yes, it is. B Bandits taking care of some things. Very good. Thank you, B Bandits. So if you're new to the channel and you like talking Lego, you like discussing Lego, this is a great family-friendly live stream to talk about. Leave a like. You'll see our logo here. My son and I began these live streams at the start of the year. Did some major building behind me. You can see Barador and Rivendell. And then, like as all things, my son obviously has other hobbies and interests, so he'll maybe pop in and out of these live streams. But right now, flying solo, especially as I do these modulars. So I don't know if the modulars interest him as much, but man, they're pretty cool. Okay, now I see an ore. Where did I? Oh, that's for the chef. It's more like maybe like a pizza spatula. So that goes here. One of the easiest things to add into this build. And I like how they leave a few of these exposed one stud sections so you can actually stand up your minifigs inside the build itself. Chris Vick. Yes, it's the Lego Dad. It's the Lego Dad. He's here. Good to see you, Chris Vick. Oh, glad I looked at the instructions. Almost missed a complete layered section. I was like, why does this not look right? So, as I was saying, this creator modular build of Assembly Square is definitely, it's definitely emphasizing very small elements and details, and it didn't feel as involved as when I did the Jazz Club. In that sense, it's not a bad thing, but it definitely requires a lot more patience, I guess you could say, in terms of how the build is like organized in the bags. So just looking for a lot of small pieces all at once, and so it's time consuming. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, it's almost like you're rebuilding a set you took apart, and so not everything is there. Yes, thank you, Britton Bricks. Hi, folks. If you like family-friendly fun and you love talking about Lego, then you're in the right place. Please leave a like, subscribe to show your support. You're all awesome. Thank you, Britton Bricks. That's awesome. Let me pin that. Thank you, sir. Love it. Love it. B Bandit says, I have a Lego hoodie. Excited to wear it for my coming vacation tomorrow. B Bandit's going on vacation. Well, that's pretty cool. That is great. B Bandits, where are you headed off to? 79 says, my son now likes to make his own created small Lego Transformers, which transform into robots, cubes, and dinosaurs. Awesome. Yes, that is, your son sounds pretty talented, 79 or 79. That is so cool. To make them Transformers too. Lego has just started that series, so maybe you've seen those, like the Transformers from the actual series, cartoon series from the 80s. At least that's what I know it from. And so, very cool. 79, your son's building his own mocks already. And, if he gets really good at it, you never know. He might be able to submit those to something called the Bricklink Designer Program, where they take individual designs, put them up for a vote, and your set could be chosen to be part of an actual set that Lego makes, and then they could be sold to the general public. So you never know. Keep him interested in wanting to build. That is very cool. All right, I'm looking at okay. Kind of feel like I'm missing a section of a build, or sometimes Lego. Okay. Sometimes Lego, the way they orient the pictures makes you think you missed a step. But it looks like I kind of did skip something. So it looks like I need to put a couple 1x2 bricks. Thankfully, this is like the closest I'll get to probably building a Technic set for a while, because there are so many. Again, like this build progresses very slowly in terms of you're using a lot of smaller pieces, a lot of 1x1 or specialized pieces like flower pieces or rounded stud pieces like these. And you're just adding a lot of small details. It feels like you're just, as you go page to page, you're not really putting anything together. So I think the way the Jazz Club and later modulars, oh, here's the Jazz Club, by the way, pointing to it, it's not in the screen. I think the way these later modulars, here's the roof anyway, are designed now, they kind of alternate between building a small creative part or accessory for the minifig and then something or something big and then something small. So you feel like you're making a lot of progress. That's what I was trying to say. Let's see. Hot Springs, Arkansas. B Bandits is going to Hot Springs, Arkansas 3-day trip. Love it. Little Lego is back. Psh, Little Lego, thanks for coming back, man. Hopefully the connection works. So far, so good. We're halfway through, so that's good. Finally, something relaxing. Awesome. Thank you. Psh, I want to say, although I don't think it's English script, B-O-T. B-O-T, thank you. That might be, is that in Russian? I want to say it is, but I don't want to assume. So yeah. Hello, Patrick. Psh, Patrick is back. Bryn Brick says, Patrick, hi there. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining so much. Yes. And thanks for the likes, guys. 11 likes. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, join our Lego community. You can tell we got a lot of great Lego community members here. A lot of serious builders themselves. They've got their own channels. So we got a lot of good folks represented here. And D&M is here. Psh, awesome. Had to scroll down. Got to catch that one. Little Lego says, I hope so. My truck gets fixed and works tomorrow because it's literally a pain having to walk. Oh man, Little Lego, getting some car repairs done. That's way more serious than building up Lego. So hopefully you can just chill with us here. Get some brick therapy in there, Little Lego. D&M Bricks saying hello. B Bandit says, I'll have a blue Christmas without brick therapy stream. Ah, love it, B Bandits. Love it. You know, we've missed a couple of days, B Bandits, is Where's Matt is Alive? I remember you guys kind of were matching each other for all the rhymes. So that made me think of that when you said the blue Christmas. B-Dog says, B-Bandit says, was just listening to that song. Ah, that's an Elvis song, isn't it? I want to say it is. B-O-T says, yep, love the relaxing live stream and talking about Lego. How goes it, says D&M Bricks. Good to see you here. Zodi says, oh, well, the theme of Christmas makes sense there, Zodi. Jesus loves you. Amen to that. Little Lego says, oh, in the case of his truck, that is not a small repair. The water and oil pump. Yikes. Hopefully you're budgeted for that, Little Lego. That's painful. Nice thing is that you get to go live again. I know that's what you're very concerned about. I think I missed part of that message, but yeah, just good to see the support in the Lego building community here. All right, Patrick, thank you for being here. Psh, sorry the build's not going as fast as the Jazz Club did, but yeah, like I said, just a lot of little details here, trying to get everything in its place. Had to backtrack a couple times. The live stream was glitchy yesterday. Let's just say this is the creator modular build of Assembly Square is telling me, you know, after this one, take a break, maybe build something smaller, maybe go back to that Ayrton Senna truck that I was building to start off a new series for this live stream, and maybe that'll be better. So I think maybe we'll have to do a smaller build after this. But at that point, it might be close to Christmas, and so maybe we can build up something like, not this one, but maybe the Santa upscale fig. I did get that one. Whoops. See, gravity's not cooperating with me. There's just a whole lot. This is a live stream though. This is live TV, man. There's no editing involved. You can't edit out that stuff. So good to see you, Patrick. Yes, glad you're here. Thanks for popping in and hitting the like button. Thank you, sir. So Some other parts about this creator build. I do like these pieces. This actually reminds me of a couple sets, but maybe from Harry Potter. But also, if you guys have the Statue of Liberty, I think that's an architecture build. The Statue of Liberty build, or the Apocalypseburg. I can't say the word. The Apocalypseburg build, which was from the Lego Movie 2. And that was probably next to Ninjago City, the first Ninjago City modular, probably one of my favorite sets of all time. And I didn't get it. That's kind of where Jirafi, I think he said he wanted this set and didn't get it. That, I don't know if any of you guys have gotten any of those Lego, or when the Lego Movie came out and the Lego Movie 2 came out, they did some really cool throwback sets. One being the spaceship, kind of like old classic space. And then, well, the Apocalypseburg was not a classic build, but just that build alone, if you look that up, that set was amazing. I wish they could do a set like that again. But of course, Lego's got all kinds of different themes now going for it. So that kind of felt normal, just building that wall right there. So in any case, just some favorite sets that I think back on when I see certain colored pieces. Probably reminds you of certain things too. But yeah, we've got Beastie Boy is here. Beastie Boy's here. Little Lego says, okay, not too bad. About $200 in gaskets, $275 for labor, $50 an hour. Okay, so Little Lego, it's not going to throw you back too much. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Beastie Boys here. Yo, what's up? Britton Bricks says hello to everyone. Thank you guys for joining and being part of the live stream. Beastie Boy says, I'm working on a comic right now, and it's turning out pretty good. Awesome. Like actual illustrated comic, like on that you're drawing, Beastie Boy. That's pretty sweet. Beat Bandit says, you better watch out. You better not cry because Brick Therapy is on tonight. So remember to like. B Bandits, bringing it. Love it, B Bandits. Let's go. Cheesecake is here. Cheesecake says, I have a Technic build. Welcome, Cheesecake. Very cool. Little Lego says, I plan on building and sorting my assembly square once I get all of my Lego pre-sorted. So, Little Lego, does that sound like you built it up once and then took it apart? So you're gonna reset, it sounds like. Beastie Boy says, yes, Dragon Ball Z comic. Awesome. Very cool. You guys are, man, all kinds of cool side projects. Okay, let me focus on some more building. This is just, I can't say it enough. I'm still working on bag 2. There's just so much. I'm gonna have to figure out. I think when I get to bag 3, before I turn on the live stream, I'm gonna organize. So there's 5 bags for bag 3, and just do what I said. Organize everything by color, flat plates, small pieces, and have it all on the table. And just and versus, I tried to put everything in a box and kind of keep everything separate, small from big pieces, but there's just so much detail in this set. It's not bad. It's just trying to live stream and build at the same time. I think I'm missing, or I'm gonna end up missing a few details and then have to backtrack a lot. And I think what threw me off yesterday was once the feed cut out, that was frustrating. So this is better. We're doing well. We're doing well this time. Awesome. 14 likes already. Thank you guys. Thank you. Brent Brick says, I'm piecing my assembly square together slowly. Okay, Brent Bricks, I was going to ask, you said that was probably the only modular you liked, and it sounds like you have it. So that's very cool. Yes, slow and steady is the name of the game when it comes to this modular build. That is for sure. And now another small build of 1x1 studs, and looks like I'm basically putting together a small tray of minifigure scale size cookies. So again, this is not, whoops, I don't want to launch any of these pieces on the floor because it'll be forever trying to find these darn things. And of course, you got to find the right cookie design or cupcake design. So now I got to do a bunch of these little builds here. So yeah, very small builds. It looks cool on camera, but man, trying to find these pieces and this isn't like a rebuild. This is all new out of the bag, but it's still just taking a long time trying to find them. But the cool thing is I got you guys here to join me and just be part of the live stream and talk. B Band is just keeping things lively with the Christmas music. He's coming up with his own lyrics. And all you guys sharing in the conversation or side conversations about within the brick building community. So you gotta love that too. And looks like I don't know what these are. What is that one? Is that a donut? So yeah, looking for the right donut piece. This is hilarious. I think I have it and I just launched it out of my hand. All right, so there we go. Moving so quickly. One more build to place onto the baker's area. So let's see here. Okay, now I'm disoriented again. Did I skip something? Okay, I want to turn everything and knock it down. Okay, now this is sideways. Okay. I need to add a couple pieces here. Looks like I'm okay. I was looking at the wrong part of the instructions. As you can see, I'll just show this, and you guys who have this set know, just a lot of details and trying to trace, even with the pictures, still trying to figure out where am I going with this. I think yesterday too, when I was building offline, I used the online instructions, the PDF version, and I could zoom in really close and see what I could do. So that's why. Let's see, Little Lego says, yep, I have Lego behind me and my lives. That's being sorted. Then I have to sort everything onto modulars, about 6 remaining. Excuse the typos. No worries, Little Lego. Bird Break says, no, I don't have the creator set, but I have a lot of the parts to build one. Oh, that's super fun, Britain Brick. So you are piecing out this set on your own, which probably the challenges will be just looking at from the box here. I'm gonna move this. The challenge will be, let's see, just judging from this, the roof or the spire here, and then probably all the little elements like the floral design pieces. And then the minifigs are probably ones you don't need to have exact replicas of this. I know a guy like this you could easily find probably at a Lego store, you know, in the build your own minifigs section, or just build your own characters. But yes, lots of good stuff there. Lego Master is here. Lego Master says, what's up, everybody? Psh, can you give us therapy? I can give you brick therapy, Lego Master. Very, very cool. That's the cake in the bakery, says Little Lego. Yes, that's it. Welcome to the stream, Britain Bricks. Thank you for greeting everyone. Very cool to see you guys. B Bandits with jumping in with the Christmas. Oh, I love it, B Bandits. Have a jolly holly Christmas. It's time to like the stream. Oh ho, to subscribe button. Hang where you can see. The button waits for you to press it, so press it once for me. Like and subscribe. B Bandits giving us the lyrics, the customized soundtrack to the live stream tonight. Lego Master, I saw you on, another one, how do you say that? Brick to Me stream. Beastie Boy says, also got a new pen for my drawing kit, and it's the same pen that manga artists use. Oh, very cool. I am subs Lego Master. Psh, very cool, Lego Master. Thanks for joining our community, whoever you sub to, or maybe it was this one. Thank you so much. Burton Brick says, so I have around 81.9% of the parts to build it. So we're getting there. Britain Bricks being very exact, 81.9%. Love it. And that's going to be fun. Actually, I think the funniest thing I ever saw when someone tried to kind of do their own mod of something was the first, I think it was the first Star Wars Millennium Falcon, like the Series 1 Millennium Falcon, and in terms of Lego. And it was cool. They built the Millennium Falcon just from the same type of pieces, but not the same color. So I don't know, you guys might have seen it. I feel like it became a meme, but it was like, you know, a Millennium Falcon with purple pieces, pink pieces, blue pieces, whatever they had, which was the same plate or whatever, and they put it all together. It looked pretty sweet. It was just not a gray Millennium Falcon. So that's so fun. Yeah, let's see. Britt Brick says, yeah, I checked it on Rebrickable, so that's how I got the percentage. So exact. That's so cool. I was impressed by that. Very cool. Be Bandits, dancing to the music and not packing. Be Bandits, you're excited though, so that's kind of fun. Enjoy the moment, man. Enjoy the moment. You can't go wrong. You're gonna have. Okay, now I gotta make sure I'm getting the right color piece. This is the challenge with the instructions because there's obviously two brown shaded colors like this and like this, but when it's the same colors next to each other, it's really hard to tell. So just checking on the accuracy of what I got going on here. Actually, I don't know why I threw that piece back down because I'm gonna need it. Looks like I'm building a kind of a shelf or a display rack for the bakery here. So even though, like I was saying earlier, this build's got a lot of small pieces and it becomes very tedious at times and just you feel like you're making slow progress. But when you actually put together everything and you see the way it all looks, it's pretty it just looks awesome. So again, this is where you get involved and you see like, okay, I like that. So now we got a cake with a nice dollop of cream on top. That's not bad. That sounds good, actually, especially during the holiday season. Britain Brick says, I saw that multicolored Falcon. Sorry, I saw that multicolored Falcon. It was indeed the same as the UCS. Oh, it was that one. They built it matching the UCS one, just not the right colors. That's even more impressive. I thought it was just like when Star Wars first came out and they made the very first Millennium Falcon, which looks almost laughable compared to the way that you can, the way the new Millennium Falcon looks. The Dark Falcon being the latest example of that, but just impressed by what they did. So they built a UCS Millennium Falcon with all whatever pieces they had. That is super fun. I want to say that probably, although it could be anyone, there's a lot of people that have tons of pieces. I was going to say maybe it was a Lego employee, that had all the different pieces at their disposal and they could, easily enough go source all the pieces they need and throw it together. But either way, just a fun project to do, and hopefully maybe they're on YouTube. Hopefully they're on YouTube because that would go viral, man. I would think. A lot of people would love to see that design, other than just a meme, just a picture. But I remember, I think my wife found that picture, and it's an old one now because I want to say she saw that and shared it with me, and this was like back when I was just getting back into Lego with my younger son. So that meme is out there. It's probably been shared 100 different times now. But so much fun seeing what people can do with all their Lego pieces. Britain Brick says it's actually kind of it's kind of cool to build things in the other colors because you don't have those parts at the time, but then you slowly change the colors and it's cool to see it evolve. Yes, I think so. I want to kind of copy that idea and try and do like, yeah, one of those iconic builds like the Millennium Falcon, something especially that is kind of monotone in its color. Like the Millennium Falcon is pretty much where the original build, and of course what it looks like in the actual movie, you know, it's just a giant gray metal structure. I think probably would work best with Star Wars. But yeah, to build up those sets and design them using, or mod them, or mod your own set of that, and just use whatever bricks you have. Of course, it helps if you're Lego collectors like us, where over time we just end up collecting a ton of sets, end up with a lot of different extra pieces. I think probably one of the most amazing things that happened to us, like literally in terms of Lego anyway, not like a miracle or whatever, but we had these friends that when we were living overseas, and they had to move back to the US. And so their kids were really into Lego, but they're kind of, I guess they're kind of outgrowing it. But they had a ton of like, they used to collect a ton of the advent calendars and lots of Star Wars, and just had all these Lego sets kind of all mashed together, and lots of pieces, Bionicle pieces, regular Lego pieces, minifigure pieces, but it was all just unassembled and taken apart. And I think our friend, the mom, she's like, you know what, we can't like pack all this. Let's give it to us, my family, because our kids were really small at the time, and they will just be blessed and have so much fun with it. And we got like 2 bins full of tons of Lego, and that has been kind of like the seed of Lego for everything that my kids have wanted to mod or build since then. That was like, I'm sure that was like hundreds of dollars of Lego pieces they gave us, and tons of minifigures. It was so fun to get all that. So yeah, Britain Bricks, a lot of fun memories now that we talk about all these things. This is why I love Lego and talking with you guys in the community. There's so many cool different angles you can take it. Whoever it was, that was impressive. Yes, B Bandits, exactly. Whoever it was. Britain Bricks says, yeah, I think that would make for a good series for a channel. Yeah, maybe we can all like come up with our own versions and then do our own video of whatever, and then, you know, maybe come with an ensemble cast of all of us and put all our videos together in one program. That would take serious editing, of course. But yeah, we could all do our own version of a multicolored mod set and just see how it goes. Romy Bricks, psh, good to see you back. 17th like incoming from Roaming Bricks. Let's go. And there it is, 17. Thank you, Roaming Bricks. Hey, how you doing? Roaming Bricks says, Britain Bricks. Love it. Good to see you guys here. Man, 3 mods all at once. This is great, especially knowing you guys are in totally different time zones from me. But there we go. That looks good. Take a piece of the dessert tray here, guys. You deserve it. So there we go. The pastry chef is slowly adding to his own collection of baked goods here. I keep knocking them down. Got to put them in a position where I won't. And now building up again. I missed a level. Oh, there it is. I missed a layer. Thankfully, it wasn't too complicated. Adding some more wall space, basically. This looks good. I like adding wall space because that means I'm moving up and the structure is getting built well. And still on bag 2, there's definitely not a fast build. And I guess I should appreciate the fact that there's no rush. There's no rush to building these sets, right? So, I mean, seeing some of our other friends build up the huge UCS sets on a live stream, and then that explains why they can that explains why they do live stream for several hours. I can't pull that off, at least not yet. maybe during a vacation day. Do a long live stream, have to start in the morning. But yeah, lots of stuff to consider when building up larger Lego sets. Pirate! Psh, Pirate says, good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Ooh, midnight over there, right? I'm sitting here watching my super favorite YouTuber person while waiting to clock out at 12:30 a.m. Pirate putting in the hours. Psh, way to go, Pirate. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Nice roaming mate. Happy the plants are so cool. All right, so I've built up another level of, ooh, looks like I keep going here. Oh wait, maybe I did that already. I did, okay. Backtracked, and now I feel like I'm making headway. I'm now building up a display case for the pastry chef. I can do that because that part just requires 2 pieces. I can do that for sure. Okay, so we got the display case ready and assemble. Like they took a car windshield, and this is actually a display case for the pastry chef's bakery here, which actually looks perfect. And also another cash register. Okay, so this is going to require some small pieces, and let's go hunting for some small pieces. So I don't know if you guys have built up modular. If you're just joining the channel, this is Brick Therapy 2.3, building up this creator set here, the assembly square. There, as you can see it better there. 4,002 pieces, set number 10255, assembly square. Got this set, I think, I want to say, during a Black Friday week. So, which gives hope that maybe these modulars that are retiring will go on sale for if anybody's interested in getting a modular. But yeah, I got this set on sale. I think it originally was like $300, and Lego took off $100. I'm sure it was significant enough for me to like, okay, that is tempting, so tempting that I will act on it, and bought the modular set. So this is the succulent. That's funny. This is the second modular I'm attempting to build after the Jazz Club, which is, there's the roof line here. It's next to this other modular called the Parisian Cafe, or Parisian Restaurant. And so this modular got me inspired, or the Jazz Club got me inspired to build some more modulars. And now I'm being severely challenged by building this one because it just has a lot of smaller detailed elements in it, and I don't know if there is a logical way to organize these pieces to make this go easier or faster, but in any case, it's at the pace it is. And now I gotta make sure. Ugh, I wish I had my, I can't tell. Oh, I think it is blue. I was gonna say, now I need my flashlight to see if I'm getting the right color. Again, another name of a piece I don't know, but it's like these I've seen with actually Marvel, the Marvel builds, the early MCU Lego set builds, but these corner pieces here, they're smooth on one side. And anyway, building up another specialized section accessory to the creator build here, which is a very small, what looks like a cash register, an old school cash register for the bakery shop. And let's see, you gotta orient everything correctly. And another piece you remember mostly from Lego City sets, or I guess I haven't built enough Star Wars or Marvel sets lately, but these kind of like these steering sticks, usually see them in Lego City a lot. But anyway, building up a lot of that. Balaban, are you here? Oh my goodness. Balaban signed in, jumped in on the live stream. Hello, Balaban. Good to see you, man. Glad to catch you on the live stream. All of a sudden, the replica market is somehow picking up, says Roaming Bricks. Oh, interesting. I think I missed part of that conversation. Pirate is here. Pirate says, I work on the automotive assembly line as an assembly line operator that helps assembly differential for Mercedes cars and small SUVs. I'm on bag 4 on my Lego replica of the UCS Millennium Falcon. Psh, yes, very cool. Pirate, how is that build? How do you like building that ship? I'm thinking, I'm kind of like lamenting over this set here and all the small parts, but I'm thinking I would have probably maybe somewhat of a less therapeutic time building up a UCS set now that I'm getting involved in this creator modular set. How is that build, Pirate? Although it just looks awesome, that build. It does look awesome. Yes, really cool, says Britain Bricks. I'm here, bro, says Balaban. It's fantastic and incredible fun, and I only paid $300 on eBay. Oh, that is a lot better, Pirate, than the $850 price tag for the Lego one. $850. So I assume that's what you mean when you say replica. It's like an alt break version of the UCS set. All right. Now, I think I'm going to finish off the live stream with this giant, what appears to be wedding cake looking build, which is kind of fun because it's like using a wheel well from what would be a Lego City car, and they're using it to be a giant display of cupcakes or fun looking bakery items, confectionery, I guess you could call it too. And it looks like it becomes pretty impressive here. So I love the creativity. If you were a Lego designer, how fun would that be? Of course, I feel the pressure also, since it's a job, to, you know, you got to come up with some awesome looking designs and a budget to work under and a piece count probably also to work under. And that might be challenging, but I think you work with a team, so I think there'd be a lot of good team effort, camaraderie going on as well. But yeah, man, the design elements they come up with these things is pretty sweet. And especially as I'm using all these small pieces here, I like to see it all come together. So yeah, so here's the bottom of it. Here's like this wheel well I was talking about from like mostly like you'd see in Technic or Lego City. It's going to be this over this to make I assume like a wedding cake looking thing. It doesn't snap on. I guess that's why that's here. Kind of turns. So it must be like a display using the wheel element to add even more. So I got even more layers of stuff here to throw on. So ending up with a cake element, and this is still bag 2, which is just crazy. Bag 2 of this Creator Assembly Square modular, but having a great old conversation with you guys. Thankfully, the live stream still working, going strong. 20 likes. Love it. Love to see all you guys here. Oh man, this thing is intense. Or just, they are not, so far this is what I got. This is like the wedding cake of wedding cakes right here. Lego wedding cakes. This is fun. I don't think I've ever built a wedding cake or Lego minifigure wedding cake before, and I gotta say, wouldn't have ever thought to do it, but I don't know if I've seen this in any other Lego City design. And I know there's Lego City sets that have like all kinds of different sub themes, like donut shops and food trucks and probably bakeries too, but this one's new. Gosh, the color thing though is driving me crazy. I can't tell if I'm getting the right pieces, although I think this is right. Okay, there we go. The wedding cake of wedding cakes. That looks pretty sweet. You can tell from the top part here, the rounded smooth studs, it's supposed to be a bride and groom on top of a wedding cake. How fun is that? That is a cool design element. I really appreciate that. These are the cool parts, kind of like in the jazz club where it was just these transparent bricks that made a stained glass window. So there you go. You got a wedding cake on a stand, proudly to be displayed inside. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to center this or not, but I'll do that for now. To be displayed inside the bakery shop. So let me give you a little close up of the bakery shop here. So you can see, there he is, Mr. Bakery Guy. Looking good. You've got the display racks going on here. You've got the chef and the awesome looking wedding cake. And then there's the florist next door. So two cool parts. And it's kind of fun to see the jazz club behind all that. So I'll have to work better on my camera angles. But I think that's a good sign off point for this live stream, guys, since it's kind of late for all of us. Pirate, good to see you here, man. Really appreciate that. Good job working there on the assembly line and checking in. Alexandria came in to say hi. Roaming Bricks. Roaming Bricks says it's only 10 a.m. over here. Love it, Roaming Bricks. Your time zone, man. You got the advantage there. Balabon, B Bandits, Britain Bricks, all you guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Oh, Pen 101, didn't see you. Sorry, Pen. Yes, I do have Ninjago. Join the live stream tomorrow, Pen, and I will, I'll talk about what is my favorite Lego set actually of all time, the Ninjago City. So yes, Pen, DNM Bricks, all you guys, thanks for joining. Have a great evening or morning, and I will see you in the next live stream.